It's been so long since we've sat in these chairs that I forgot to try and have clean socks. Okay, let me just clean them off.
Well, you started that while my entire dick was out. We want in-person episodes. We want in-person episodes.
They saw us try.
We did try. I think that's already posted by now.
It is.
Right?
Yeah.
You guys, we tried to film a drunk episode.
We
tried to film an episode and we happened to be drunk.
Yeah, it wasn't intentional. I think we thought that the party wouldn't be fun, so we would just leave.
Yeah, no, but it was, we made it fun.
Yeah, we were the fun. We were the life of the party, not to just toot our own horns or anything.
After you guys are done watching this, if you want to see that, you can go over on it's a YouTube channel exclusive.
Was my mic on? Let's just start there.
I don't know.
Was it plugged in?
I don't know.
There is a YouTube video if you guys want to see. And we all know how I started on social media, drunk icon. So
that is true. It's a full circle moment.
Well, first of all, welcome back to the podcast studio.
We are getting a neon sign. And also, I don't know what is going on, but my hair will not dry today. It's just staying wet.
It's, damage. Well, no, because you're not blonde anymore.
No. Yeah, it's healthy. Like, my hair's healthy and everything, but it is not drying because it's so humid.
Florida decided to turn on the heat in the past 2 weeks.
It has been so disgustingly hot. What is going on? And because you've lived here longer, this is my first spring here.
Spring.
It's literally spring. What is going on with the dragonfly situation?
What do you mean?
Samantha, no. The other day...
We don't have those.
Yes, you do. The other day, I was walking my dogs, and I was like down the block, and I looked, and are you listening to a single word I'm saying?
My weird face is me trying to really hear what you're saying.
Trying to really hear what I'm saying.
I just notice all the time that you say funny things while we're filming, and they go right over my head. So in my head, in order for me not to, one, talk over you, and two, really try and hear you, I have to go like this.
Maybe Kermit will catch the things that are going over your head.
Who?
Kermit. The frog.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I forgot he was there.
So.
Anyways, keep going.
I'm down the block and I'm walking the dogs. Your face. I'm down the block and I'm walking the dogs and I see this big ass dragonfly. And I was like, oh, like I you know how we are with bugs. I freaked out and I was like, dogs, come on. Cause you know, dragonflies, like they do that thing and then they stay by you and they like investigate and then they like go fly somewhere else and stay there. They do crazy things. They're very much like hummingbirds, right? So what?
Are you sure those dragonflies are real dragonflies, or are those the fake dragonflies? The way that the government has fake birds, they have fake dragonflies. So it's coming to see you, get a picture of your face, and boom,
dragonflies have always done that.
The government's also always been around.
Big ass dragonfly, like I could cut it like a steak. It was crazy. And then I'm walking, I see another one, and I'm like, oh no, like what's going on? Because like that's just like two big ones, Samantha. Before I know it, it is a full-on swarm. I'm by myself outside, and my apartment had like this big food truck outside, so there were like people out there, but in the distance, like the swarm wasn't there yet. And I'm literally like grunting, like moaning with my dogs running. And I looked up at the sky, and it looked like in a futuristic movie when like you look up and there's like all like the flying cars flying over it. There were dragonflies everywhere. It's really stressing me out to go outside. So on the way here, I'm screaming because I'm passionate. It was like the apocalypse. Like, because I had to drive through, you know, the Everglades. It was insane. And
it's always bad there.
I'm like, okay, maybe the first ones I saw were dragonflies and now it's the June bug situation.
Well, yeah, two thoughts here. One, what kind of food truck?
Fried chicken.
Oh, I bet you it's good too.
I didn't have any, but I wish I did.
Okay, second thought.
I was fighting for my life. So.
Yeah, that's true. At least they're dragonflies and not the cicadas.
Yes, 100%.
Because the videos I'm seeing of these cicadas in like Tennessee are crazy.
I would drop that. Like, and I'm not kidding. Like, I really think my heart would explode.
A girl that I'm friends with on TikTok, her dog just keeps throwing up because the second he gets outside, he just starts swallowing up all of the cicadas.
I thought you were going to have an answer, like, because I thought, like, maybe it's a thing, like...
Oh, you think I'm so scientifically smart?
No, you've just lived here.
Well, it's what I'm tried to iterate in the beginning, and you just refused to listen.
What you tried to what?
Iterate.
Okay.
Reiterate is a word, so iterate has to be a word on its own.
That makes sense.
Right?
But you, like, gaslight me into these stupid things, so, like, I need to look it up. Iterate is to say or do again.
Yeah. Okay, what I was trying to say in the beginning and you were just ignoring me.
Yeah.
Rudely.
That was my fault. I take blame for that one.
Is that we don't have that issue here. But bugs in general done by you are bigger and scarier.
Oh, okay. On last episode, I was going to tell you my traumatic experience.
Okay.
That morning, I woke up and I was about to take my dogs to get groomed. So I packed them all up. I get them in the car. I bring them to get groomed. Well, no, first I bring them outside for a walk, right? And I'm walking outside and we pass this dog that was taking a poo. Yeah, the dog like shakes, whatever, like, you know, and then we just keep walking. So I keep walking because my dogs are on like one leash that splits in two. So like I usually don't let them go near other dogs because they get all tangled.
Yeah.
So I was just, I kept walking, loaded them in the car, go to the groomer. And there was a whole bunch of people at the groomer like waiting to like get their dogs in. And I had to go up to the counter because it was their first time there and I had to like fill stuff out. Yep. So I'm standing there, right? I
hate that, but yeah.
So then I come home and I think I was like in the kitchen, like getting water or something. And like the back of my leg was itchy, right? I think I was leaning on the counter or something. And with my other foot, I go to scratch it. Now, I'm sorry, everybody.
No.
No.
I'm just thinking of the dog shaking its ass.
No, hold on. So I go to scratch the back of my leg with my other toenail. And it just feels like it was there for my entire life. It was...
Stuck to the hair on your leg?
Sam, stuck to my... It was... You know how like shit, like it like cements, like dog shit. If like it ever like if you've ever been out and like your dog shit or something, you pick it up, it's like cemented to the floor. Like you really got to scrub it. It was that to my skin. It was but I don't know how this happened. Like it can't be from the dog shaking. It was like an entire smushed shit patty on the back of my leg. Sam, it was so crusted. It was like, it was there for a year. Like I am 99% sure I accepted my high school diploma with that shit on the back of my leg. So I run to the bathroom. I scrub my leg, right?
What about underneath your toenail?
I clipped my toenail down to the nub and then poured rubbing alcohol and Q-tips, right?
You realize you went into the groomer like that.
And I also I talked to people, hi, how are you? With a gigantic shit patty on the back of my leg. It gets better. So I'm like, oh my God, like I need to tell the story on the podcast. That's funny. As I'm like washing my hands the last time, go to scratch my other leg. How
did you not notice it?
Because I was so flabbergasted by the first like shit patty that I didn't even think to look at my other leg. But luckily I didn't scratch the other one. I was like, wait, let me look. That one was smaller, but very, very traumatic. And now I made Zach go and pick up the dogs from the dog groomer because I was mortified.
But how does that happen?
I don't know. It was there for years, apparently. And I shower like 10 times a day, so I just don't get it.
I don't know what I expected that traumatic story to be, but it wasn't that.
It had to be from that dog.
A whole patty, you would feel it hit the back of your leg.
Unless I was just really grooving on the sidewalk. I just didn't realize. I don't know. Very, very traumatic things. Sorry, I just looked at your sock.
What about it?
It's not too bad.
How's this one?
Did you have that one on for longer, or did you hop on one foot for a while?
I really surprised myself yesterday in the changing room. I decided to do this cheerleader pose. I think it's called the bow and arrow. And it looks like this, insert picture. And I kind of nailed it.
Okay, what is Kaylee gonna insert a picture of?
But I unexpectedly, when greatness just finds you and you're like, let me just go for this. Because I just had like felt my leg for a second. I'm like, I feel like I could do that. And then it just came to me. Because I really was, and I will stand by this to this day. My calling in life was to be a gymnast and I could have like been a cheerleader, but I would have been a gymnast and I would have been better than Simone Biles. Okay. Well, I'm about to be really annoying because it's about to be the summertime and there's an Olympics in Paris this year and I become the most toxic type of human during the Olympics because all of these people that work their whole life to get to the Olympics and then fall off the fucking balance beam, like get good. I wouldn't fall off.
What's crazy to me is that a lot of people may think like that's just like a funny bit you're doing, but like
no, I mean it.
No, you have said this for years in multiple videos, multiple TikToks, multiple lives. Like you have said that you would be an amazing gymnast, better than Simone Biles. Those exact words verbatim for years now.
Yes, I am short and powerful, but my mom pulled me out because we were moving and she just didn't feel like finding a new gym. And instead of keeping me in gymnastics, she introduced me to the refrigerator, and then my whole life went to fucking shit.
Right. Right.
So.
But I do agree. Like, you did make a good point. Like, you're practicing your whole life to walk in a fucking straight line and you can't do it. Yeah. Like, come on.
Meanwhile.
Come on, Simone.
I am saying this knowing that, like, if you made me get on a balance beam right now, I would piss my pants. But I didn't train my whole life for it.
You train.
Well, Simone doesn't really fall off. She's pretty good.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, the next one under her falls off.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. Like, your whole entire life, you're training to walk in a line. Just do it.
I know.
What's the issue?
Don't be a pussy. Don't be scared.
Like, why are you falling?
Why are you falling off right now? No, I am all talk.
Oh, really? Oh.
Can we please circle back to my cheerleading pose? Mm-hmm. Mind you, I could have done it better for sure.
Why didn't you?
Because I was scared of like making any noise in there.
You're the people that fall off the line.
Huh?
You're the people that fall off the balance beam. I could have done it better.
This was me discovering I needed to be on the balance beam. No, this was me discovering that I needed to be at the top of a cheerleading pyramid.
Oh!
Whoa! What's
No, nothing. Sorry. Are we talking like a figurative pyramid?
No,
or like a physical?
I'd be the flyer at the top. Then they throw me up and barrel roll me back and catch me.
What type of catapult are we using?
Well, there's a bunch of people down there. Keep in mind, I could do it better right here, right now.
Okay, but don't knock anything over.
This was me randomly deciding to be great.
Okay, snatched and skinny, though. You're kidding me. You're actually fucking kidding. That wasn't it, right? That was, like, I'm still waiting.
What do you... For what? Can you do that?
Fucking yes.
Okay, let's see.
Really?
Yeah, and then I'll do it, and we'll see who's better.
No, they can see. Oh.
You are actually fucked, right?
What?
That, you think, is this?
Ow.
You are cracking.
I'm cracking.
Keep in mind, I'm untrained. I don't stretch. Could you imagine? Like, I've always been very flexible, and as
you are the one saying you should be in the Olympics.
Yeah,
though.
I know. I'm saying, like, imagine me because I could do a lot of things at 315 pounds that a lot of other people at 315 pounds couldn't do.
Okay,
and
I feel that way too.
Bigger people would be like, other people that were also that size would be like, it's actually impressive that you're doing that right now.
No, okay, so when
I'm a natural born athlete.
I was heavy my whole life, but I, like, in gym or phys ed, whatever you guys call it, I always played all the games. I always wanted to win, and you were the same way.
Yeah.
Like, we were very much, like, I played every sport, but, like, I always quit them, whatever. Yeah. But, like, I played every sport, and, like, I was always competitive, and you were the same way, and we were both really heavy. So I get it. I get what you're saying.
I wasn't that heavy. And I think what kept me going as I gained weight after high school was my brain. I was still an athlete. I was still a 3-sport athlete. So I was doing things with this massive body that being massive is not bad, but, like, I was quite large.
So what I was going to say was I didn't realize that the hard part of it is your leg being all the way up there. I didn't realize your leg was all the way up there. So that's why I was like, oh, wait.
And now imagine if I stretched every day and I, like, actually worked on my flexibility because I hadn't. Did you see that on there?
But you didn't hold shit, though.
Well, because I got scared because I impressed myself. And I'm sore.
Okay.
Pilates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's impressive.
That was pretty good. But it's not like you're doing, like, a triple axel, like, you know what I mean?
Let's talk about triple axels. I was also made to be a figure skater.
You want to know what my party trick was? I used to be able to jump.
Eat the whole bag of Cheetos in one sitting?
Oh, that's still my party trick. I still do that. I used to, before I hurt my back, I used to be able to jump so high, and I would always prove it to, like, show people. No, people would, like, make me do it. But keep in mind, I was very heavy. I would jump with both feet right up onto the counter. And it was always my party trick. I would always jump on my kitchen counter.
So you would run in the Olympics too?
No.
High jump.
No, because, see, I'm humble. Sam, you literally are doing, like, a yoga pose, and you think you can be in the Olympics. It's actually...
No, I said, had you left me in as a child and I trained just like them their whole life, I could do it.
Anyone can, besides, like, Stephen Hawking.
No, but people train their whole lives and they still suck.
I just thought of the most random funny story, and it's about you. It's kind of tea. When you first moved to Florida, like, you didn't have a lot of friends or whatever, and I wanted to help you make friends. So I had a friend who lived here, and so I made plans for us to go to her house and hang out with her and a bunch of her friends.
Yeah.
We wound up going to her house, and it was fun. Like, they were all really cool, very fun. We love the girls still to this day.
Yeah. Oh, is this going where I think it's going?
Yes. And so
this is so embarrassing.
You were still like really like awkward Samantha, like you just out of Wisconsin. Like
I didn't know how to talk to humans.
Yeah. So at one point you went to the bathroom and we were all talking, just like we were all sitting in the living room. There was like literally 10 of us and her family members were there. And one of them happened to be a gynecologist. You get up to go to the bathroom and he starts talking about how he's a gynecologist, whatever, and we're all talking about it. And then whatever
he's like studying his ass off to become a gynecologist.
Yeah. The conversation like goes elsewhere, but like we're still teetering on that conversation
what are the fucking
a little.
Odds of that?
So you come back from the bathroom and you hear just like something about a gynecologist and you just go on a like 5-minute tangent, like didn't let anyone get a word in edgewise about how guy gynecologists are perverts and like you think they're so weird.
I would never go to a guy gynecologist. Like, why did you just study all, like, you just want to study all that just so you can look at vaginas all day?
And I remember you saying you were like, it's giving the same like as being obsessed with feet. Like, it's crazy. Like you were going
like
off.
a podiatrist. Why would you want to be a podiatrist?
But you had thought that like, because the way you heard the conversation on your way back, you had thought that like that's what they were saying. Yeah, so you were just trying to be relatable.
Well, no, but I still have that opinion.
And we never went back there.
Those are memories that I do my best just to block out.
Oh, I literally write them down and I read them every night.
The only other time I've been just as embarrassed is when, I don't know that I've ever said this in the podcast.
Where you said we told the hand story.
What hand story?
Where you said to the girl, what happened with your hand?
To me, that's not embarrassing.
When she was missing her hand.
I knew what happened to her hand.
You were still in Wisconsin. I thought you were like still in the log cabin.
No, see, but right now, I think there's nothing wrong with that. Because she was a content creator about why she lost her hand.
Yeah.
No, this was worse. No, see, this one hurts because, one, I was just uneducated.
Okay. And now you're just a scholar.
The difference is now my only knowledge on the topic isn't just sourced from TikTok. I had some more personal conversations about it. When I went to go get my hair done by Devin in Texas.
Oh, this is recent.
Well, the first time. So not really. A year ago? No, less than that, but like September.
Okay.
I was sitting there and we were having conversation. She's the sweetest. Like when I showed up, she had gifts for me. I'm sitting down, we're having great conversation. We've made it to the point of the appointment that I'm getting my hair rinsed out. Like it takes a long time to get to that point. We've been talking for maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. And we started talking about Scientology and how scary it was.
Okay.
And is. I'm standing by that.
Okay.
Everything I've heard about Scientology is crazy. And the way that they act when you try and like go in there and learn about it and like you can't film it and like they're really creepy. I'm socially awkward the first time I meet people. And so I was just trying to keep the conversation going. I hate awkward pauses. So I said, you wanna know what else scares me? Mormons.
Oh.
And it got real quiet. I said, oh no.
Was there anyone else around?
Well, yeah, Devin, her assistant, and then
that makes
like
it more
other
awkward.
people.
That makes it more awkward.
And so everybody was quiet though. And I was like, and I didn't know at the time. So Devin had just moved there from Idaho. And I guess Idaho is very, like, there's a lot of Mormons in Idaho.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Right.
When I think of Mormons, I think of Utah, which I guess is close to Idaho. After about 20 seconds of silence, maybe 30 seconds of silence, I said, you're Mormon, aren't you?
The fact that you said it.
Uh-huh. I said, you're Mormon, huh? She's like, yeah. I was like, I'm going to be honest. Oh, first, I apologized. Okay.
But when you say, you're just talking about the really intense ones that you see, yes. Like the crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's with any religion.
Just like any religion has the crazy.
Yes, like the radicalists or whatever. But I had also only heard about it from TikTok. And now I'm not going to invalidate anyone who has had like a bad experience with religion in general. So like me like learning more about it doesn't mean that people who have had the bad experiences like that it's not valid or not real. But I had just told her that the only things I have learned about it were from TikTok and how, I mean, granted, that's not a good source. Let's just start there.
Yeah, but you know that
people
now.
Can say anything on TikTok. And all I had heard about Mormonism was that as a female, right? When you die, when everybody dies, the men get their own planets. You get to be a god of your own planet, and that he gets to decide if you get to come with him or not as his wife. So you have to be a good wife so he brings you with in the afterlife. So like your afterlife was almost reliant on your husband choosing you in heaven. Otherwise, you don't get to have a heaven or something, or you don't get to be in as high of a
and that's
level
just what
of heaven.
you heard.
Yeah,
so it doesn't necessarily mean
weird.
It's true.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, you get to be your own God. Like, it's like, that's weird. And then there was some, like, just some other, like, you hear stuff about, and people tell horror stories, right? And you're just going off of their experience. She honestly taught me a lot about it, like made it seem way less scary and much more just like, oh, like
just like any other
a day to day, like it's not crazy. When I tell you, I wanted to just, I was so small in that moment. I just wanted to go hide in a corner. And I told myself I would never open my mouth and ever do anything like that ever again. And then, this one was less intentional.
Okay.
I went to Disney with Serena from TikTok, her friend, and some other creators. I knew that one of them used to be Mormon.
What? A Mormon again?
No, it's the same thing, kind of, but not.
So you didn't learn?
No, I learned.
Okay.
Context. I knew that one of them was Mormon. I mean, I don't even know how it had come up. I think we were honestly sharing embarrassing stories.
Okay.
And so I went on to tell mine. And I never got confirmation on this.
Oh, the story you just told?
Yes.
Okay.
I told that while we were waiting in line for Toy Story to Serena and her friend. And her friend got so quiet. I just told another Mormon that I think they're scary. I gotta shut the fuck up about that.
And now you are.
No, but I was panicking. Like when I get in like social situations, I panic and just start saying stupid shit. Like when we were at Broadway last couple weeks, I don't know if I said this in the podcast or not.
You did. You were telling everyone.
That I have hemorrhoids.
How do you not remember that? It's all the fucking comments we get now. Because you said, I give hemorrhoid. Now everyone just says, I give hemorrhoid.
Oh, that's why I said you give hemorrhoid?
Yeah. Okay.
I thought you guys are seeing now that.
This long form content, you guys are really seeing how like being friends with Sam is like being friends with someone who has short-term memory loss.
Goldfish.
It's like she retains nothing.
No, but that's the thing is at first I would always feel so bad because you remember everything.
I do have, everyone knows me, like I have a good memory.
Yes. But so even though your memory is better than I would assume the average person, mine is so bad. And I at first was like, oh, I'm a bad friend. I'm not paying attention or whatever. But I will make a gallant effort. Don't question it.
Okay.
A gallant, like a knight.
I literally did not.
I saw it though.
I was
your eyes. What?
I did not even say anything.
But you didn't have to. I can read your body language. If you guys are just listening to this, his eyes went all the way to the opposite corner of the world and then came back. Anyways, I make an effort to hear you and listen to you, and I get so annoyed when I watch the podcast back and you say such funny shit that I don't hear.
People comment all the time, like, Andrew's so funny. And I'm like, I don't feel like I said anything funny.
You'll say a funny joke.
Because you don't laugh at me.
But I'm not hearing it. And I'm mad because I'm like, but I was sitting there like this and like paying attention. Or like I'll have to like look down just so I can hear and like not be distracted by my sight. Or Gerald really likes rap music. I have no idea what they're saying. And I thought it was just rap music. But recently I've noticed it's all music. If I don't have lyrics in front of me, my brain can't listen and like comprehend what they're like. I can't hear a word and like see it. My memory has to be a mental illness.
We get it. You're mentally ill.
No, but it's got to be like an actual brain problem. It has gotten so much worse as I've gotten older. And I did have a therapist tell me that can be from trauma. Like your brain stops developing when you leave the trauma. So 18, I was done because I was really smart. Another thought. The day that I got my hair done, we went out to dinner, me and Gerald, and we started having this really deep discussion about brains, okay? And like your imagination, like picturing things. I always thought that when people close their eyes and they say like picture a horse with a purple saddle, that you don't see a horse with a purple saddle. Like, I can't see a horse, but I know what a horse looks like, but it's just black. Like, I can't see anything. Like, when I have dreams, I don't see it. Like, I can't, like, it's, like, I don't see anything, but I know what's happening.
Wait, in the dream you don't see anything?
No. But Gerald can see it when he closes his eyes. And even if his eyes were open and I said, picture a big girthy hot dog wrapped in a bun with some ketchup and mustard and a little bit of relish and stuff on top.
You hungry?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's grilling hot dogs out there.
Is he going to make them burnt and charred? I know you like them like that.
And he did not believe me that I don't see anything when I close my eyes.
I see it, but like I'm closing my eyes and it's not like I would get confused. Like, am I there right now? I'm seeing it like, but.
Is it black?
It's like almost like just glowing. Like, just like.
Glowing?
Like almost like the light of it. Like if it was light. Like I'm seeing it like that. Or you know what
Give me
it is?
something to see.
Okay, I think I'm seeing the fucking bright lights that are shining on us right now. Hold on. Let me do this. No, like I could definitely see colors, but.
What do you mean colors?
Like if I.
Everybody at home, please shut your eyes.
Well.
What shape are we asking them to see?
But I don't think I'm actually seeing it. I think I'm just thinking it.
Also, another thing. The voice in your head. Do you hear it?
Not actually, but like I hear it, but in my head.
Do you hear your voice?
Well, it's in your head, so like you don't hear it.
Correct, but does it sound like it has like a sound, like it sounds like you?
I guess I don't think about it.
I don't. And if I'm talking in my head, my tongue is moving, my teeth are moving.
There's your wiener.
Wieners, thanks.
Don't throw it.
Why would I throw the wiener?
Because you don't have thoughts going on up there.
Okay, please. I don't know if you guys have ever. We've got a grill at my house. Wow, such a thing.
Wow.
I don't know if you've ever had a grilled hot dog. It's so much better than boiling them. Oh my God. That is so hot. Is that not so much better than boiling the hot dog?
Oh, well, I love a grilled hot dog so much better than boiled.
Oh, you've had them like this before?
What?
I just discovered this when he made it. The same way, did you know you can cook bacon in the oven?
Wait.
I only ever ate them cold out of the package. What?
No, you did not.
Yeah, they're pre-cooked.
What the fuck goes on in the middle of the country?
They eat raw hamburger.
I'm telling you, everyone, move around the edges, because whatever goes on in the middle of this fucking, those Great Plains you got there, y'all have lost it. You just had a barbecued hot dog for the first time.
Mm-hmm. When I got that grill.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe this is like one of those New York things, or.
They would put brats on the grill sometimes.
Did Gerald think it was crazy that you never had a barbecued one?
You know, now that you say that, he always talked about, because he wouldn't eat hot dogs. And I would just be like, well, why? And he would always say like, well, I'll eat them grilled, but not boiled. I'm not having boiled meat. I never knew what he meant, really. I was like, well, where do you get a grilled hot dog?
The grill.
I thought like he was making them this way, like it was a new thing.
That's wild, Sam. This is like giving, like when I first met you, you said you never heard of a meatball. Have you ever been very proud of something, an accomplishment, something you've done, and you didn't get the recognition you deserved for it? Not that.
What?
That little yoga pose you just did.
No.
Okay.
I have a toxic trait. What? I kind of would love to be praised for doing like simple little things that humans are just supposed to do every day and do every day.
do every day? Even
though I was sad a lot growing up, I didn't have to do shit.
Okay.
It's because when I moved to Florida for the first time and I was like, Jared would be like, what did you do today? And I would be like, I did the dishes, I like did a load of my laundry, but I would genuinely be expecting praise and response. To be like, oh my gosh, you did so much today. But that is quite literally what most adults do.
Yeah. I was going through my pictures because Samantha and I are both Snapchat kings and queens now. We are posting so much every single day on Snapchat, and we've actually been doing it. So we've been gaining followers.
How many days have you been doing it?
I've been doing it almost a week.
No, we have also decided that we are going to beef with each other on our stories for fun. So don't ruin it.
Yeah, but her beef is her just telling people that I don't post and then they don't want to follow me.
But we are taking over the platform. The amount of comments I got on me.
Wait, really? See, I'm telling you, wait, don't give it away. Don't give it away.
That's what I'm saying. We can cut it.
Guys, go see for yourself.
I keep getting this notification and it says like, your stories are some of the most viewed like this week or whatever. It is a private story, and it's zero effort in the sense that even when you post an Instagram story, you want to make it look somewhat cute. I don't know, like it's just the most unaesthetic platform, which is where we thrive.
And you want to know what else? Like, I think, like, I want to see, like, let's say I was a fan of you. Like, I want to see you walking down your hallway.
Yeah.
Like, but like, as a creator, we put so much, like,
you think too much
pressure on ourselves to like make it like actual good content. And like, sure, for YouTube or stuff like that, like it has to be a little better, but for Snapchat, it's a place where you could go and I could literally see you in the part of your house that like I never see you, or like letting your dog outside. Just like, I like that.
And I will say this, okay, you can send me all the clips in the world of me saying I couldn't do it, would never do it, whatever. It sounded a lot more daunting than it is once you're in the habit of doing it.
Yeah.
Because you learn that you can quite literally post anything. Like it takes a second to change your brain, because like thinking of posting 80 to 100 actual good pieces of content every day is impossible.
Yeah.
One, you can just repost your TikToks and other content on there if you want. And two, like I did a tour last night of my downstairs.
Yeah, and like you could literally do that again tomorrow and not care.
Yeah.
I like how much I didn't know people reply that much.
All the time.
People reply a lot.
Yeah.
So,
and like helpful things.
These are our usernames. They're on the screen. Oh, for audio listeners, Sam, say yours. Mine is Andrew TMI 10, like the number 10.
Mine is _Samantha Joe.
Back to my story. I think a lot of you guys know, I try not to talk about it too much, but I used to be the biggest One Direction fan.
Which is not where I thought that sentence was going, but yeah.
The only reason why I'm saying this is to back that up. I ran the biggest One Direction update account in the world. So I knew she was going to do that. That's why I'm saying.
I mean, they might. You've said it on the pod before, right? No, maybe not.
Yeah, no, I have.
Oh, okay.
I was a huge fan. I always knew where they were. Like,
what he means, replace fan with stalker.
The reason why we were so big is because we very much respected them and didn't post where they were while they were there, and to the point where like a lot of their family members like would reach out to us and we would talk with them, and like
respectful stalkers.
They would give us stuff to post respectfully like the next day. So a lot of the other accounts got a lot of hate because they were just stalker-like, disrespectful. With that being said, I think before I was even on that account, there was a contest being held for One Direction, and it was, I forget exactly what the prize was, but it was to like go on a private jet with them, like to one of their shows, you and I think like 12 friends or like 10 friends, maybe 2, I don't remember, but it was crazy. But Sharpie was holding the contest.
Is it like a singer?
The Marker.
Oh, literally.
Company.
Okay.
Yeah. Me and the twins, they were also huge One Direction fans, and they're artists. So I was like more of the creative, and they are like amazing artists. What you had to do for the contest was make a sign greeting One Direction. They were like arriving in the United States, something. Mm-hmm. You had to make a sign greeting them using Sharpie markers.
Okay.
Let me show you my sign.
What made you think of it?
Because I was going through my pictures to post up on Snapchat, and I saw this.
What's it say?
Hello 1D. So
I can't be no Superman, but for you, I'll be superhuman. Is that a lyric?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was from their first album. All of them were from Britain or UK, whatever. And Niall was from Ireland, which I think is UK. You guys know what I mean. So on the top half, we have the British flag. On the bottom half, we have the Ireland flag. And then on the border, we made the American flag because they were arriving in America. Then the next border, we put the actual Sharpie markers on it as a border, right? Then we have Hello 1D, but those are like wood panels. That's wood, the Hello 1D. And we traced it with the marker, okay? Then all of those like little drawings you see, that's every single tattoo they had at the time. Those are all of their tattoos. Exactly. Filled it in with song lyrics, and we still did not win. And someone who made their sign on like computer paper, like a little computer paper, and it like looked like shit. It was probably like a four-year-old who did it. They won.
That's always how that goes, though. They don't pick the people that try the hardest.
But how good and creative.
It is very good. Now, you knowing all of their tattoos that they had at the time is a little creepy.
Everyone knew that. That was a very talked about thing. Everyone knew all their tattoos.
And people blamed Zayn for wanting to leave.
They were upset. No one like...
Oh. I thought people were mad.
No, people like had to go home from school. They were like devastated. That was a day. That was a day.
If they had a reunion concert, would it be like World War IX for the tickets?
Yes. No, and that's what's so annoying because I feel
now those people have money.
I feel like
adult money.
Exactly, and I feel like I'm not going to be able to go.
Oh yeah. People are gonna. Because I feel like that would low-key be worse than Taylor Swift because people know Taylor's going to be around. Like, she's still a thing. If they were doing, like, one last concert, they're like, okay, we'll do one last little, like, mini concert for you guys, just for funsies. The ticket prices.
I don't talk about that period of my life because it was a very big secret. Well, number one, I was still in the closet. So I had a secret album of them on my phone. If anyone saw it, I would be like, oh, like I like his fashion, which I thought I was also confused. Like I thought I did at the time. Like I went and bought a few cardigans.
Wait, what was your gay awakening?
When I was really young, that's that song, I'm Like a Bird.
I'm like a bird.
I felt I just liked it a little too much. So that was one of my first ones. But like I was like, why do I like it this much? Anyway, then David Archuleta was a huge gay awakening. He's right up there.
You guys look similar.
Yeah, if I lost like 100 pounds and...
I mean, like your features are very similar.
Thank you.
Okay.
You hear that, David? Niall, I used to be attracted to him, but now like looking at those pictures, I'm like, ew, he looks like so young.
But you were too.
Yeah. He's only like a year or two younger than me. But now I think he's so attractive.
Is he straight?
Yes, Niall is, I think, the straightest person out there. Like I really, unfortunately...
No chance.
There's just no chance. Harry, I was never that attracted to. He was always one of my favorites though, as like I loved him, but I was never that attracted to. If anyone ever wants to talk about One Direction, if you were a fan, oh, hit me up. When he opens his arms and holds you close tonight.
I really hope you're blowing out the mic.
It just won't feel right.
Did you just mess up the words?
Well, because you were talking while I was fucking doing my performance.
Okay, so you think people aren't talking while they're getting on the balance beam at the
Olympics? 'Cause
Olympics?
I can love you more than this.
We're pumping up the party now, hey.
Okay.
Get up.
But yeah, One Direction, hit me up. We're going to do a Patreon episode on it.
One Direction, hit you up. Okay.
Oh, no, if you want to talk about One Direction, hit me up. But also One Direction, if you're watching this, Niall, hit me up.
Could you imagine it's just like actually Niall Horan in the
He
comments?
DM'd me like, hey, I was watching your podcast.
This can be titled, I was on a private plane with One Direction. Or I flew in a plane with One Direction.
People don't, I thought those would be good. People don't care.
About One Direction?
No, about like, I guess just any title. People don't watch.
People just don't watch us or care.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, that would be a good one.
That's fine.
I flew.
That or we eat big wieners. Not that. That would get views.
Wait. That would do. But I do have like I do possibly have a title for this one.
Do you like big wieners?
No. Well, yeah, but I don't care about size. I mean, I don't want it to be like weird and small. But
what do you mean?
I don't want it to be weird and small. Like exactly that.
Micro itty bitty.
I mean, it just so happens, unfortunately, Zach's like the only person I've been with, and it unfortunately is the size of my body. I'm kidding. Cut that. I don't want people to know that.
Why not?
Because then they're going to go DM him and he's going to leave me. Do you have any regrets? Like, or, because I know some people are, like, they live by, like, no regrets. Or, like, what about you? Like, do you have regrets or do you live by, like, no regrets?
I think there are things that have happened in my life or that I've done in my life that I don't like or I'm not necessarily proud of. But I think without them, you wouldn't be who you are. I needed to learn certain lessons at the times that I learned them, even if I didn't like learning them.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously there's probably little things that I could have just not done that wouldn't really affect the big, like, scheme of your life. But I think all of your little decisions get you exactly where you need to go. Doesn't mean you feel good about them. But I don't know that I regret anything. I have things where I'm like, ugh, why did I do that?
Like, would you go back and change anything?
As a human, I would want to. I would be afraid of the consequences.
Oh, like
how it could change where I am right now.
Is there anything you could say or no? Not really.
I don't know if there's any like big things, but I mean like any little thing that you would change. Like it's so easy to look back and be like, okay, well I would have loved to not go through that or loved to not experience that. But had I not, would I have even like career wise? Let's say if I regretted dropping out of school. But had I not posted the exact YouTube video that I did at the exact time, the exact day, I wouldn't be where I am.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't know that I would want to change anything. Like, even if you told me I got to go back in time and relive everything with the knowledge that I have, that's tempting, but I wouldn't remember exactly what I did and how. I don't remember yesterday.
I guess I feel the same. Because, like, I'm not, like, I really like the people who, like, live by, like, no regrets. Like, I think that's a really cool way to live, but I also think maybe those are like really successful. Okay, no, not that I'm not successful, like but I mean like mega successful. Like one of the big ones that stands out actually the reason why I thought of this question is school. I would love to finish school.
Me too. But I'm not dead yet. I could.
Yeah, exactly. So like that's what really got me thinking, because I was like, I do want to finish school one day. And like back then, like I regret not taking things seriously back then. Like I did not take school seriously. I mean, high school, all of that I did, but then college, I guess I did, but like I always said like, oh, I can finish at a later time. But like now it's like, no, your life starts going faster and faster. Like you gotta, you know what I mean? So I guess I regret never finishing school.
Maybe we view the word regret differently.
Yeah, and you know,
because there are things that I wish I wouldn't have done, but to me regret means like I think about it often and it like makes me really upset.
The thing with that is like where I started agreeing with you, like you made me see it different, because like if I was going to school, maybe I wouldn't have like in 2021 or 2020 I really started posting like consistent, and then I wouldn't have like became an actual influencer. You know what I mean?
No, for sure we wouldn't be. If I would have stayed in school, we wouldn't be here right now. Obviously on a small scale, like I regret saying that Mormons scare me. Yes.
I regret things like that every day.
Well, yeah, those are just like small to me. Like when I don't live, I also don't actively live thinking I'm living with no regrets, or I'm just going to do whatever I want and no regrets. I don't live that way either. It's just like what happens in life is going to happen. I do my best to try and make the best decisions based on learning from past mistakes, but
yeah, that's true. I guess because like I think about the Adriana thing. So like I was going through our conversation yesterday because I do it all the time, and like I was just seeing like the whole week she was like texting me, and I was like, I'm so busy, like. But like that's not, you know, like we did that all the time. So like I don't feel bad about like it's not, you know what I mean? I don't regret that. But it's like, oh, damn, if I could go back, I would change it, but I'm not regretting it. But the school thing, I regret.
I just think it's one of those things where also like do my feelings of regret come from people saying it's so important to have a degree. And while I understand education is very important, I think in society now, there are so many jobs where they take experience over degrees.
Even like my experience, like with editing my own channel, editing for you, my following, like I could get most jobs in media or like for companies, even like big ass official companies, like insurance companies, like doing like their media stuff without a degree because of like what I've done for 10 years.
Yes, you could open your own. We've talked about this. I mean, honestly, if we ever both wanted to peace out from social media, we would just open our own production company probably, where we just like edit people's like stuff and whatever. The media world is so big, and you just learn so much with like communication skills, and I don't like the whole like business side of this job very much, but you still learn it without wanting to learn it. Like in that experience, you could go. I mean, especially like having grown successful channels between us, like, hey, this is what I did for myself. You can go do it for a brand.
Mm-hmm. And like, I guess my thing is like, I know like we always joke, which is it's funny. Like we always joke about like my money and stuff. Like, and I'm always like, I make good money, but then I'm like, but like, why do I stress? And I realize I stress about my future. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like when I do like retire, like, you know, so I've been thinking about that. I'm like,
yeah, maybe that's why I'm a little anxious, because when we took we take little breaks sometimes. Well, not like actual breaks, but we'll like look at our phones for a second. That gets cut out so you guys don't see it, or you don't hear it if you're listening. But I opened an email from my business manager, like CPA person, and it's just showing how much money that they've taken away, for how much money has gone in, and then like versus how much has come out.
Yeah.
This particular month for April, aka tax month.
Oh.
And
it's stressful no matter what. Yeah.
Oh my God, it was just the most triggering thing to look at, how much money they take.
Yeah, no, taxes, I can't.
No, don't get me started.
But I'm finally doing mine.
Oh, yeah.
Thank God. Not going to jail.
See, Don't get me started. I'll go on my tangent.
They will.
It's guys, you're not going to jail. It's fine. Me telling myself.
Anytime soon.
Well, see, now I think I have their protection.
You actually might be going to jail.
Okay, let's not say that. For what?
Because, guys, so Sam's biggest fear.
I ran over some Amish people.
Okay, Mormons, Amish, you have it out. Sam's biggest fear, she definitely talked about it, is getting framed and like going to jail.
Like this AI stuff?
She always says it's her biggest fear. And people have been messaging her because someone named Samantha Joe ran over Amish people and killed them. And
everyone, but you literally look up, like, you type in Samantha Joe on TikTok, it's Samantha Joe arrest update. Dude, are the geese going north already? Oh, yeah, I guess. It's that time of year. I had a little bit left I had to push out.
Sam.
Sorry. These tools are made for talking.
Sam, we have to, like, open the door or something.
No, they don't stink 99% of the time.
Sam,
I just do it quite frequently. But that one-off one that does stink, it's like 1 in 100 toots stink, okay? But that is a deadly toot. Like, you can't be near for that. This one's fine.
Sam.
What?
I don't even have words.
I had a wiener.
You've said enough.
Okay. You say a lot of stupid shit, but rhombus clouds is crazy.
Yeah, after talking about rhombus clouds, I'm like, maybe I should go back to school. Okay, I want to play. Okay, it's not really a game. I looked up, like, legit compatibility tests for relationship and friendship.
Okay.
So I want to take them. I'm going to send you the link and we could both take them. Well, we're going to see if we're compatible as lovers.
Okay. That's terrifying, but yeah.
Should we do the friendship one or the lover one first?
Lovers, obviously.
All right. We're going to take the lover compatibility test first, and then we'll do the friendship one after. Okay. First question. I can name my partner's best friends.
Okay. So I'm naming yours and you're naming mine?
Yeah.
Steph. I feel like low-key, you and your brother's girlfriend are getting close too.
Yeah. And then you is me, Sam, Rachel.
Yeah, I was thinking of one person that you're not mentioning.
I'm having a brain fart now. I know there's one more that I know I'm missing. Mama Kelly.
Well, yeah, but she's just a default.
No, I know. And not Gibbs.
Yeah.
Oh, Gibbs?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so I was going to say Gibbs next. I just didn't think that was the one that I was missing.
No, yeah, who else would it be? I would say the people I talk to the most are you, Sam, and Gibbs.
Oh, I love that. Mm-hmm. I know what stresses my partner is currently facing.
All I have to say is conversation over chicken tenders and french fries.
Yes.
Adding taxes on top of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yes.
For both.
I can tell you some of my partner's life dreams. We always change them, I feel.
Yeah, I feel like you're overarching, like I don't think you take a lot to be content and happy in life. That is something I've always envied about you, is like you growing up with such a strong family, like that is what matters to you. So I feel like as long as you had like your dream, like all you would need in life is a house and having a kid.
Yeah, a nice house. Doesn't have to be a big house, but a nice house. That's what I'm saying.
It's like you would appreciate, like your life would be full if you had your house, you got to have like a kid, because you know it's gonna be so hard for you to have a kid. And like you're married and you're just happy. And traveling. But I feel like the same thing for you. A happy family. Yes. A big family. Yeah. I don't need to have a lot of children, but like a close family that like we get to do events together. And at one point you really wanted a coffee van, but you're over that. I would love a coffee shop. That's my like career dream. Okay. I would love to get to a place where I got to have it's actually a crochet coffee shop. So, or like I love the little hybrids. Yeah. So it's like there's a whole, because I love when the second I walked into the little local yarn store and I saw the old ladies crocheting in a little circle in the back, I was like, I need that without it smelling like a nursing home. So if we could have a coffee shop where it was just also like / like there was areas to craft and crochet, that way like you could talk to people and meet people. Yeah. But also having good coffee. That's a good one. I can tell you about my partner's basic philosophy of life. What's a philosophy? I think I know yours better than mine. I need help understanding the question. Just like what you live by. Like for you, I would say yours is like, I feel like you're always just looking to grow 1% better. You always want the next day to be better than the last. That's right. I would say. I don't know what mine is either. Just keep swimming. I like that. No, that's a good one. Okay, so I always say the one thing I love about myself
is I roll with the punches.
Yeah.
I just keep on going.
That's fair.
I know the names of the people who have been irritating my partner lately. Yes, we'll keep going.
We can't say them out loud, but yeah.
I can list their relatives my partner likes the least. Okay, to be fair, I don't say anything bad about my family.
No, you don't. You have the best family. You really like the one that eats cake. Or did she die? I'm not laughing. Did she die? Sorry.
Who?
The one who likes cake.
Who likes cake? My grandma? No, both my grandmas are alive. Okay, so...
Okay, they're alive, thank God.
You don't even know my grandmas are alive? Okay.
No, I remember the one was sick, and you're like, yeah, she eats cake all the time.
Yeah, she always eats cake.
I know, I was afraid. I was like, oh shit, did
She's
she
still
die?
alive.
I was about to go on the list of the moments where I wanted to crawl in a hole.
No. You're having a Mormon moment there. Yeah. Almost.
My who's racist, my who doesn't shut the fuck up, my who just is pissed that I haven't bought her a house.
Should she leave those in? Or when we are apart, I often think fondly of my partner. I'm going to say no, and I'll tell you why.
Because you're staring at my face all day?
Well, maybe, but like you know how I do that thing where I'm not so bad with that anymore, where I create scenarios in my head where like you're mad at me, or so I do that sometimes.
But is that you're thinking bad of me, or you're worried that like I'm upset with you?
But then I get annoyed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think more fondly of you when you're not near me.
I like us so much better when we're together.
For the most part, yes, I agree with you. But I'm not affected by how late you sleep in unless you're here. That's the only thing that I think less fondly of when you're here. I often touch or kiss my partner affectionately.
We'll say hug.
We have kissed.
Oh, affectionately. Have we kissed?
Once when I was very intoxicated, and so were you. As a joke. Romance is definitely still part of our relationship. Now, hear me out. In a friendship way, I think we both, if you were to like take away that it's a friendship, I think we both do things for the other person when they need it that like you would do for someone in a relationship.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're sad? Like you sent me donuts once. Our sex life is most satisfying. Well, separate ones. My partner listens respectfully, even when we disagree. I'm going no. When we disagree, that's the only time we have issues.
It took a while for the when we disagree part.
Yeah, because when me and Andrew, any fight that we have is over us needing to be right.
We wind up just fighting with ourselves.
Yes. And then eventually realizing we're fucking stupid.
But, okay, well, we have to clarify to them. Me and Sam have fought maybe twice.
Yeah, I can only think of one, but I'm sure there's twice.
Well, that's why I said maybe twice.
Because the one is Key West.
Yeah, and also...
Key West was so bad.
What I was thinking today, when I was looking at this, when the cameras are off and stuff, we don't even bicker. No. Like, think of today, the whole day. Not even one...
I don't do drama in friendships. When I'm around group of friends, or just like people that I used to go to school with back at home... People's friend groups have so much drama. They
groups.
Yeah.
Soul siblings.
Oh, yeah. They sit and they fight, and everything is about, like, I don't know if you're just bored.
Yeah.
Or what it is, but there's drama everywhere. There's no peace. I couldn't live that way. My partner is usually a great help as a problem solver. I'm not a good help of a problem solver.
Well, my thing is I don't tell you when I have problems until, like, way later.
I also just... only give solutions based on what I would do. And I need to get better at giving solutions based on like what I think would help you or whoever I'm talking to.
Yeah, but the few times I've told you, like you always send me like long message, like nice, like...
You're a problem solver by nature. Like someone brings an issue to you, like I'll say something and you're like, okay, well these are like, how can we fix this? My partner generally likes my personality. Yes.
Actually?
Yeah. Your love map for your partner is strong. You have a fairly detailed map of your partner's everyday life, hopes, fears, and dreams. Try not to take this knowledge and understanding of each other for granted. Continue to set aside time to regularly update your love maps for each other. Ask open-ended questions, tell stories, and let your partner in on not just memories of your past, but also the details of your present and your hopes for the future. So what does that mean? We're the best lovers ever?
I guess we're lovers, and we
love you.
We do love you. Maybe next time we'll do the friendship quiz.
Yeah.
I think that one's more like on the nose, like an actual like...
friendship.
Yeah.
Not about our sex life that doesn't exist.
Yeah, how well do you penetrate me?
We love you.
Love you.
We will talk to you next week. Bye-bye. Bye.